Hello everyone. Let me talk about some common mistakes in CV writing. So here's one of the sample example of a CV, and this is a poor example. The moment I saw this CV, I immediately have a question, like why someone sends me this CV with DOC format. So the first mistake common people do is sending a CV in DOC format or document format. You are supposed to send your CV in PDF format, portable document file format. Too long objective is another mistake. Too long objective is one of the common mistakes people do in their CV. For example, in this CV we can see it's almost 4-line summary. Man, nobody will read your CV in this long format. You are supposed to write a summary in a short form, maybe 1 line only, not in 4 lines. Covering only 1 or 2 responsibilities. Okay, let me tell you something from the background. This CV was for a faculty position. So, in the faculty position, most of the lecturer or professor are supposed to do some specific duties like taking classes, then conducting lab works, performing some collaborative study with the colleagues, advising students, or carrying out some research activities. Assuming that someone is working as a lecturer for maybe 1 year, so in this 1 year, he is taking some theory courses, right? These theory courses maybe. Besides, he is supposed to do some other tasks. For instance, lab works, or maybe advising students, or some sort of leadership skills should be shown in these responsibilities. He is covering only few of the responsibilities. So we can say he is covering only 1 or 2 responsibilities. Too general information in the CV doesn't make sense, right? For example, he was working as a teaching assistant. I don't know, it may be teaching assistant or teacher assistant, whatever. But in the responsibility, we can see assisting in public works. Assisting in publication works. What type of assistance? Does he write something? Or does he perform some sort of experimentation, or assisting, it's supposed to be writing the technical content, or maybe doing lab works, or maybe literature review on previous research work. Those contents should be here, not assisting. Assisting is a very generic term. Wrong formatting in CV. You are supposed to be meticulous, if not fastidious. You are supposed to be meticulous about the format in your CV. For example, here, you might say that it is not that important, but it is important. For example, here, 1 academic and then 3 academic. Why? There are supposed to be no spaces. And you can see here, key courses. This is scattered. You know what I mean? It could be 2 columns instead of 3 columns. Spelling mistakes. If you do any sort of spelling mistakes in your CV, that represents that you are not careful about your job. You are not responsible for your job. You are some sort of childish person maybe. Let me show you something. So here in the skills, he is mentioning SolidWorks, but SolidWorks is a single word, not 2 different words. SolidWorks is a software, and that software is used for design purpose. So design software, SolidWorks. Lack of technical skills. You are supposed to be technically solvent. Too long CV. This CV consists of 4 pages. But for this type of profile, it's supposed to be at max 2 pages, not 4 pages. you know what is your skill sets, you know what is your strengths. In this CV, you can see some of the top skills are scattered in the back pages, maybe third or fourth pages. You can see publication. Publications is really important for a faculty position. So this publication list is supposed to be in the first place, in the top page, not in the third page.